Okay, Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I'm in Orland, Indiana. It's in the north of the United States, close to Chicago. That's what I have to tell people when I'm traveling, because nobody knows where Indiana is, right? They only know where Chicago is. Okay, Nancy N. asked a very interesting question. She said, why did I leave Africa suddenly? And I didn't. It's a real trying problem because used to be, when I first started writing the travel newsletter and writing the travel blog, I could keep a continuous chain of events going on with the readers. I'm going to blame it on Facebook and all the other, basically all my readers are overwhelmed right now, and they really, 15 years ago when I started, everybody read the newsletter every week, because I was the only one out there and about writing a newsletter from different countries, right? But now everybody is on Facebook, and they basically lose the continuity. My father died, I don't know, almost a month ago, and I've been planning to come home for. I bought my ticket almost 3 weeks before I left, and I guess I talked about it a little bit different ways, but I don't remember how, okay, and that's kind of the problem. So what I've done is I've got a Wednesday update. So on Wednesdays of every week, you need to try to read try to watch the video explaining what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I'm going to try to say who, when, where, why, what, how much, and explain where I'm going. Right now, I'm probably going to Vicabamba, Ecuador, on around June 1st. I never have these things locked in until about the week before. I'll stay there for a couple months, and then I hope to come back, and then I hope to go to Europe. But these things change, right? So I didn't suddenly leave Africa. I had to leave Africa because of my father dying. And we have this different type of celebration where they cremated his body and they put him in a very heavy container and urn, I guess you'd call it, and then we're going to, on May 18th, do it. So I didn't leave quick. But this is the million-dollar problem, is how to constantly keep everybody abreast of what I'm doing, but on the other side, earn money. I mean, one of the problems on earning money with whether it's the videos I put out on YouTube and people subscribe there, or people subscribe to the newsletter, is you give too much information and people just get overwhelmed and they don't read it. You give too little information and they lose the continuity. And so I'm always trying to get the balance here, and this is just no longer possible because I figure I only have about 3 lines before they're bored and they want to go back to Facebook. And that's why, one reason why we're doing the videos is because it's a little less energy as far as watching it or whatever. And it's also, we're in a world right now which is really concerning to me, because I think people, everybody's trying to work an agenda on you, and I don't want to work an agenda on you, and I want you to see who I am, and I want you to know that I'm just having fun, and I'm trying to share with you my life of travel, okay? But I didn't leave Africa quickly. I bought the ticket with Brussels Airlines to go leave 3 weeks before I leave, which is really torturous for me, but I needed to commit because I didn't emotionally want to think about it, right? I didn't want to think. Every time I thought about that ticket, I thought about my father, so I just basically bought the ticket, forgot about it, and then sometimes I guess I whitewash it off the blog too, because I don't know what to say about it. He was a good man, but he died. And he was in it was horrible. I mean, the last 6 months of his life was just you know, it was horrible because of the diarrhea, toilet, just all sorts of the ungraceful way we slowly fall apart. But I'm always looking for suggestions. I want to know how to tell you everybody what to do it, but it's, you know, we don't earn enough money to give you a lot of toys that would, you know, like allow you to subscribe to a digest, and all these things take up time. And that's the reason why, if you look at the videos, I just turn on the video and I publish it. I don't edit it. But that's also to make sure you realize that it's authenticity of the thing, that there's all the blurbs and mistakes and everything go into it. But every Wednesday, you can look for the Wednesday update. I think I'll be using the term update, Wednesday update. And when you see that, key in on it, and that'll let you know where I'm at. I'm going to also shorten up the newsletter so that it comes out, and then you're going to see where I'm at and my future plans, and a little bit of why. But yes, I understand it. It's really strange, because if we tell you everything, like every day I make almost 6 videos a day, and if we were having the title of one of the videos, but we had 5 others, and so people discount us. If they don't want to watch that videos, they by default didn't want to watch the other 4. So it's really tough to actually monetize and make money with the video, because everybody's so quick, everybody's so overwhelmed, I guess. And we want to put out, I want to give a total picture, and the only way to give a total picture is really about 5 videos a day. I've been thinking about it, and about 5 things a day wraps up my whole day. And 2 or 3 questions and 2 or 3 just real life things that are happening in my life, and that will give you a good vicarious trip through my life. But I don't have any clear answer other than I know that it's just not possible. I generate a lot of information, whether it's Twitter's tweets or on Facebook, or if you guys subscribe to my personal Facebook page and not my Hobo Traveler page, that would be a little closer. If you, I don't say Twitter. Twitter is just basically pinging people. But my personal Facebook page would do it. I think if you search for Andy Lee Graham, I think you'll find it. Orland, Indiana. And of course, on the other side is that if you're coming, I don't always make friends with everybody that wants to be friends with me, right? But generally, the best way to know what I'm doing is to subscribe to the newsletter on hobotraveler.com. If you subscribe to the newsletter. I'm not sure Andrew has it. My Boy Genius has an actual box on the side right now. I'm a little frustrated. But we should have a way to subscribe. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube videos. That'll always have it. If you go to Hobo Traveler on YouTube, see my picture, then click on subscribe. You'll get it. But you can also click on subscribe and hold it down, and it says send me an email every time a new one comes out. But that's going to then, again, send you an email 4 or 5 times a day. Okay, I have no clear answer other than that the world became so overwhelming that generally, even though we all think we're informed, it's very difficult to stay informed. And I talk about it, I tell people, but there's just not enough ways to do it. And I'm always looking for some way of, like my mother, this is a classic. One reason why I started the Wednesday update is my mother doesn't really know where I'm at. And she's, if anybody watches the most videos, but she just, it takes too much concentration to really listen to every single word I say. Okay, but if you got any suggestions on how to do this, I welcome them. Andy Graham in Orland, Indiana. I'll leave around June 1st for Ecuador, and I'm going to attend my father's celebration of life and his funeral. I'll try to repeat that each time so everybody knows.